Well, what is going on? Right now, Bitcoin is getting a small bounce to the upside. So we're going to get right into that. Hopefully, everyone's having a great Saturday and now Sunday. We're going to look at the chart, see what's going on in crypto. Bitcoin right now coming in right around $84,300. I believe Bitcoin went down to 83.6, 83.7 just an hour ago, but most of the day it did go sideways. So we're going to look at that and get right into it. I do have to let everyone know that I am live, and then we are going to get started on the stream. So, again, yeah, let me just do that really quickly, and then we can get started. If you guys are trying to join my Discord, my trading group, that's $30 a month. Link to join is in the description on YouTube and TikTok. That's where I give you Bitcoin setups every day, and 99% of the days I give you altcoin setups, long or short, depending on what the market is doing. So, yeah, let's kind of dive right into see what the market is doing. But I am like all day, I was bullish on Bitcoin for the last 12 to 18 hours. Bitcoin has done nothing but go sideways. And then literally, Bitcoin got a small move to the downside down to 83.7, 83.6. And now we're going back 84.3. The 1 hour time frame looks beautiful to me for a long. I'm still in my long from the time I woke up this morning around 7 a.m. So that was about 15 hours ago. And I'm still in my long. So I'm going to get right into that. We're going to look at the crypto fear and greed index. I did buy more Bitcoin yesterday. Not much, but a little bit more. And when I get my tax return back, hopefully this week or next week, I'm going to put that money into Bitcoin as well. So I believe that we are very. I believe the low is at 78K at this point. I didn't think that the other day or so, anything like that, but I do believe that is the case now. Looking at the chart, so if you guys are new, appreciate if you guys hit the like and subscribe and hit the bell notification on YouTube so you get notified every time I go live or post a video. I'll also be live Monday, 11 p.m. Central Time as well. With that being said, let's kind of let me share my screen on YouTube and then we can get started. Okay, so right now the crypto fear greed index is at 30. So we're in fear. I thought, yeah, yesterday we were at 46. I don't know why we went all the way up to 46. That seems a little extreme because from yesterday to today, Bitcoin has kind of gone sideways. So that seems like a massive jump, but okay, I don't quite get how they calculate this. That seems like a huge jump for the price action not doing much, but I don't know. But yeah, that's where we stand. We're still in fear. I think anything 50 and above is neutral, so we are almost at neutral yesterday, which again I think is a little bit of a jump. So let's first go to Bookmap and see where the liquidity is at on Bitcoin. So you'll look at this left column here. This shows that there's more liquidity down at 83,200 than there is above us, at least short term. So Bookmap suggests we go lower. The charts suggest to me that we do get a bounce to the upside. So the 1 hour time frame, I said this morning. I said this. Let me show you. I gave this trade this morning, and it's done. It's still gone sideways, but the trade has been valid for the last 15 hours. You could have entered, right around here, and you'd still be at the same trade level. So the 1 hour time frame just made a new candle though at 11 p.m. and it just now it's like halfway overbought with still not much of a breakout. So to me, we have to look at probably the time frames above the 1 hour to see if this is going to actually break out. But I still see this as a valid falling wedge or bull putting it even with the measure move of 89,000. Now, it's going to take a while to get there, especially if the 1 hour time frame is again getting overbought. So we'll see what happens. Earlier today, Bitcoin did get all the way up to $84,400. So Bitcoin minimum needs to at least break that level before you get overbought again on the 1 hour time frame. Jumping down to the 33-minute time frame, it's slightly higher on the R side than the 1 hour, but again, that's to be expected. Yeah, we'll see what happens. The 15-minute time, I'm a little bit worried right now that Bitcoin is about to make an Adam and Eve double top. Like, that's when you make a rounded top and then you come and make a V-shaped recovery down because that's a bearish scenario. The bullish scenario is that this is a falling wedge. I just saw that for the first time. We'll see what happens. The 50-minute time frame is overbought. The 33-minute time frame is getting close, and the 1 hour is struggling. So that would be a short if this does happen. Now, I wouldn't probably want to short Bitcoin unless you're just pattern trading because you're above the 200-day moving average, but you're ever so slightly above it. We'll see what happens. Let's look at. I think the higher time frames are going to give us more insight if the smaller time frames are going to fail here. Bookmap does suggest again lower targets, so maybe this is an Adam Eve double top. We have to understand that this could be a possibility. I am long on Bitcoin to be transparent, but that could be an Adam and Eve double top. And if that's the case, well, then Bookmap again suggests that we do go lower. So, that is a real possibility. Let me get something going over here on my end. I forgot to do something really quickly, so let me go do that. But that is the bearish scenario. The bullish scenario is that the 1 hour time frame can get a little bit of a move here. So we will see. Let's jump up to the 2 hour time frame. See, the 2 hour time frame never got oversold. That's not a great sign to me. The 3 hour time frame is still in a downtrend. The 4 hour time frame is still pretty close to being overbought. And the 6 hours cooked. It's very overbought. The 8 hour time frame is very overbought. The higher time frame suggests that we do roll over here. This does not look good at all. 12 hours extremely overbought. The daily's not quite overbought. The 2 days kind of struggling, to be honest with you. The 3 day looks decent to me, and the weekly looks phenomenal. But I will say, I don't like what I just see here. This is a possible rounded or Adam and Eve double top. So I don't know. I got into this trade 15 hours ago at $84,120. I'm about tempted to just take my just get out at break even, because this looks like it's going to roll over. But we'll see what happens. I will say this: as long as you keep holding these key moving averages on the 15-minute time frame and on the 1 hour, I'm going to stay long on Bitcoin because I really love trading moving averages. And anytime you're above the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour, I then look for us to do it on the higher time frame, such as the 2 hour. So I'm still looking at next target to the upside. If we do get the pump, would be $85,200, because that's where the 200-day moving average is on the 2 hour time frame. Like the 15-minute is above the 200, the half hour is above it, the 1 hour is above it. So I'm looking for then the 2 hour to get above it next. We'll see what happens. But now I do see the bearish scenario possibly playing out here. So I'm open-minded. But we will see what happens. I'm still long, and I guess I'll leave it at that. But there are definitely some bearish signals to go short on Bitcoin, or at least get out of a long, based on Bookmap and now this pattern on the charts. So, and this is also a lower high. If Bitcoin doesn't continue up here, it's a lower high in the 15-minute, but that has not been a confirmed lower high, because we could still be going up here on the smaller time frames. I guess what I need to do now is, I'm still long on Bitcoin. I'll say that. And but let's look at the 5-minute time frame. I then love to look at the smaller time frames to see what's going on. So the smaller time frames are starting to make higher lows, and I'm loving that. And like so far, that is exactly the 1 minute's doing. You're above the 200-day moving average on the 1 minute. You're above it on the 2 minute. The 2 minute just make a higher low. Now you would like to see the 3 minute do that. But if you're just looking at the 1 minute alone, the 1 minute alone is in some kind of bull pennant or even an ascending triangle, and these are very bullish patterns. So to me, I gotta say, Bitcoin on the 1 minute looks like it wants to continue higher, and it's so that's probably the most likely scenario, is that Bitcoin does get a slight move to the upside here. And again, I said my target to the upside was 85.2. This would get you close to that 84.8 would be the measured move of this ascending triangle on the 1 minute. So I'll leave this here throughout the rest of the live stream. We'll see what happens. But to me, Bitcoin looks bullish on the 1 minute, higher low on the RSI, above the 200, above the 21-day moving average. Yeah, so I'm looking for a small move to the upside here on Bitcoin. Yeah, that's the most likely scenario. Even though I see an Adam and Eve double top possibly on the 15-minute, you can negate that by getting a pump on the 1 minute to 85K. So we'll see what happens. But that's where I stand. I'm still long on Bitcoin, and I will leave it at that. So if you guys have requests for other altcoins, let me know in the comment section below, and I will look at that. Thank you for the like as well. I'll take it. We're also live on YouTube as well if you guys want to see the entire screen. I'm also long on Mudang coin. So I entered this trade, I think 2 or 3 days ago. I entered this trade right here on Friday. So, Friday at midnight. That was 2 days ago from right now, basically. I entered it 2 days ago, and this was a falling wedge on Mudang on the 15-minute time frame. The measured move is still 47 or 4.7 cents. So we'll see what happens. This is a market cap of about 47 million, so it should be getting the move. It's easier to pump because the market cap's smaller. We'll see what happens. You got to move up yesterday up to 42.22, and then today you got to move up to, what was that today? That was today at noon. You got to move up to 42.22. So we'll see what happens. But to me, Mudang right now, I'm still long on Moodang as well. So I'm long on Bitcoin and Moodang. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we get the pump. I think if Bitcoin gets a pump, Moodang will as well. And actually, both of them, even though I've been patient in these trades for a day or two, they both look like they could finally get some love here. Patience pays off most of the time. We'll see what happens though. So Moodang looks like it wants to pump tonight. I gave my trading group this as well. Bitcoin wants to pump right now as well. So I'm still watching that 1 minute time frame for Bitcoin. But again, I'm going to call it right now. I'm looking for a move up to $84,800 on Bitcoin. We'll see if we can get that move up. But to me, that's the most likely scenario. This could take about 15 minutes to play out, 30 minutes to play out, maybe an hour to play out on the 1 minute. But we'll see what happens. That's kind of what I see going on. If this does happen, it could happen in 5 minutes or less. It could be a massive short squeeze. So I think Bitcoin's about to get a short squeeze tonight. And right there, Bitcoin on the 1 minute time frame just made a higher high. The trend, so that's awesome. That's extremely bullish. I believe Bitcoin's about to get a short squeeze right now to the upside. We'll see what happens. That's what I'm calling for right now. We'll see what happens. Thank you for the follow, Hotbox. Appreciate it. Moodang symbol. It's Moodeng. It's a meme coin named after a hippo. It's stupid. I don't trade it for the meme. I trade it for the TA and the volatility of a meme coin. So yeah, it's on weeks. That's where I trade it. But yeah. Okay. Thank you, user 38, for the follow and for the like. And yeah, so that is the symbol for Moodeng. Let's go back to Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? So, yeah, it's getting to move up. So I'm gonna get rid of this yellow line here, and it's looking like Bitcoin is gonna get the move up tonight. It took all day, but it's possible it's gonna happen right now. So we will see. Anything's possible. But that is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin is a move up. So I'm gonna stay long personally on Bitcoin as long as you stay above the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. So right now, my stop loss is $83,143. You can even put your stop loss below this last week here on the 1 hour at 83,557. That would be a safe place to put your stop as well, because if you lose that level, it's likely you lose this as well. But you know what? To me, that's where my stop is. So this is kind of a swing trade, it really. But yeah, that's where I sit with Bitcoin. Where to buy on weeks? That's where I trade. If you're talking about Moodang, that's where I buy it. I trade on weeks. Yeah. So, anyways, that's Oh, I also want to talk about XCN. Well, so I made a video a few hours ago on XCN. I said that XCN is likely to be up here when I go live next. And I guess you did not get all the way up there. You did get a small bounce, but overall it's actually lackluster. So I was a little bit wrong about that. But XCN looks bullish to me right now. It's in a bull pennant on the 1 hour. You're oversold now on the 1 hour time frame. It looks like you want to get the move up here. And again, if you can get above the 1 hour 200-day moving average at 13.23, that's a very good sign for a move to the upside on XCN. So we'll see what happens. This is not the best falling wedge here, but nonetheless, it kind of is a falling wedge here on XCN. And XCN right now looks like you could get a move to 13.66. We'll see what happens. The 15-minute time frame is kind of struggling to get that bounce, but that is still a valid trade. If Bitcoin pumps, this is likely to pump as well. So we'll see what happens. It might take a few hours to play out, but I do see a small move coming for XCN as well. So let's go back to Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin crack 84,384 make a new high for this little rally here? That would be fantastic. I would like to see that happen for Bitcoin. So you want me to look at XRP? Let's go look at XRP. All right, I'm going to start on the weekly time frame for XRP because it's been a while since I've looked at this. Pretty much if XRP can hold $2, we're good on XRP. All right, the 3-day time frame is in some kind of falling wedge. This would give you a measure move of approximately $3.40 and a new high, maybe even $3.50. The 3-day time frame is still oversold. The 2-day time frame still looks good. The daily time frame doesn't look good to me. All things considered, that's a lower high on the daily. But again, the higher time frames, 2 and 3-day, and even the weekly can really get you cooking on XRP. So jumping down to the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame is trying to make a higher low of some sort. The 3-hour time frame really trying to do that. So this is kind of what I see right here on XRP. Yeah, on XRP is some kind of falling wedge here, and XRP might really, it might be ready to boom. This was the last time you oversold, was all the way back here. So XRP looks like you could get a move up to $2.70. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour, same situation. 1 hour on a lot of coins looks phenomenal for a move to the upside. So XRP, I think the market's about to reverse hard. I think Bitcoin's about to go to between 100. I know it's a big range, but my next target for Bitcoin is 120,000 for a new all-time high. If you break that, my ultimate target for the bull run is about 171 on Bitcoin. But anyways, that's where I want to be completely out of the crypto market, except for my bags that I'm never going to sell for, like retirement stuff. So, all right, so that's what I see for XRP. Maybe a little more consolidation to fill out the rest of this flag, and then like maybe a Sunday morning pump in about 8 hours. That's what I see going on for XRP. It looks likely that XRP does want to get back to new highs for the cycle above 340, and more short term, probably get back above resistance at 260. So if you get above 260, then XRP is really bullish. And I could see a pretty big move coming for XRP if you can crack 263. But that's just what I see going on. The most likely scenario is the next 2 to 4 hours go sideways or slightly down, finish filling out this flag on XRP, and then sometime Sunday morning, Sunday early afternoon, you could start to get that move to the upside. So we'll see what happens, but that's what I see going on for XRP. That's the most likely scenario. If you guys have any other requests, let me know, but that's just what I see going on for XRP is a Sunday pump. I could be wrong. Not financial advice. That's just what I see in the market. Bitcoin's flag is about to finish filling out, and it's about to probably either pop or dump, one of the two. So let me go back to Moodang, because that's the trade I'm in right now. All right, so yeah, I see Bitcoin getting a move up tonight into tomorrow morning, probably to about 84.8 minimum. I guess right now you want to see this yellow line hold on Bitcoin. You want to hold $84,300. If you don't do that, it's not a bad idea to bail on the trade, to be honest with you. I see XRP going a little bit lower tonight. Yes, more consolidation, and then Sunday it's likely to get that bounce on XRP. Yeah. Thank you guys for the likes, and that's just what I see going on in the markets. By the way, just a reminder, I'll be back live Monday, 11 p.m. Central Time. Mondays and Saturdays, it's when I go live. If you guys want to join the trading group, link to join is in the description below. Bitcoin right now looks like it's filling out this flag nicely, and if it does get the move to the upside, you kind of expect it to happen in the next 3 to 5 minutes. So let's go back to Bookmap, and I would like to see more red up here. That would confirm that would basically confirm, nothing is guaranteed, but that would almost confirm that Bitcoin's likely to bounce here tonight. So we'll see what happens. But my two longs, I'm cooking. I'm going to leave them in while I sleep. And that's kind of where I stand. I'm long on Moodang and I'm long on Bitcoin. I got into Moodang at 38.92, and I got into Bitcoin at 84.120 about 15 hours ago. So that's what we got going on. Um, in the markets, I see a pump coming this weekend. Usually Saturday streams are just an update on what the market on what I see the market doing. And then Mondays are my longer streams usually. So I'll leave it at this. I see a pump coming for Bitcoin, minimum 84,847 into tomorrow morning. I see the 1 hour continuing for the next 2 to 4 hours to the upside. Maybe it gets pinned for a little bit. And then probably early Sunday morning from 6 to 9 a.m., you maybe get some kind of pullback or consolidation. But that's just what I see going on. I've waited 16 hours for a move on Bitcoin, and maybe right now we're about to get it. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I got. If there's no more requests, then that's kind of everything I have. I'll be back live Monday, 11 p.m. Central Time. Bitcoin right now just made new highs in this most recent rally that we have right now. It's for the weekend, it's not much of a rally, but it's the best price action I've seen since I woke up this morning. So we'll see what happens now. I guess at this point, you want to see Bitcoin break 84,381 and not make a double top here, because to me, actually, that is you did not make a new high yet. So you want to see Bitcoin break 381, which you're really close to doing right now. So let's just see if we can do that and go from there. So thank you for the likes as well. And let me just see. It amazes me. It amazes me that we have no one. Well, we have one person watching on YouTube. It amazes me that no one really watches there. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But yeah. So we'll see what happens. But Bitcoin likely tonight to get a small move to the upside. So, anyways, with that being said, guys, that's all I got. I'll see you guys again on Monday, 11 p.m. Central Time. And until then, trade safe. Have a great weekend. Thank you guys for the likes, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream in 48 hours from right now. So, I will say this. Cheers. Have a great night. I see Bitcoin getting a small move to the upside tonight, and I guess I'll leave it at that. I would like to see Bitcoin crack this high here, but so here's what I'll do. I'll leave the live stream going on YouTube a little bit longer. I'm going to end the TikTok one. If you guys want to continue watching me, head over to YouTube. That's what I'm going to do. I do not see 62,000 coming anymore. Unfortunately, I don't. I wish I did. Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. You're welcome. But unfortunately, I don't see that. I would love that. I would love a $62,000 Bitcoin. It'd be way more. It'd be way easier to accumulate at 62,000, obviously, than it is right now, like a whole Bitcoin. But I'll take what I can get. And if we do go down to 62,000, I'll be buying the entire way down. From now on, what I'm doing is say I buy $1,000 of Bitcoin. In this bull run, I'll sell 30% of that. 70% of all the Bitcoin I buy from now on is going to be held until I retire. So most of the Bitcoin, but 7/10 of the Bitcoin I buy from now on, I'm not going to sell until retirement. So maybe Bitcoin when I'm 60 or 65 is worth $1 to $10 million. That's what I'm hoping. So if I buy $100,000 of Bitcoin this year, I would sell only 30,000 if I think the top of the bull market's here. That's just what I'm doing. I think that's a really smart thing to do. That way I can have a bag that I swing trade in the bear and bull markets, and then I can have a long-term bag that maybe I'm buying, around 100 to 200,000, and then I'm selling at 1 to 10 million or higher. So that's my plan for Bitcoin, and we will see. It depends how high Bitcoin gets this cycle. Bitcoin gets to 170,000 versus 108,000, I think that means Bitcoin's going to hit $1 million, obviously much quicker. But we'll see what happens. All righty. What else? I've been at it the whole day. I'm split. What do you mean you've been trading all day? I already looked at XRP. If you guys want to rewatch me go over XRP, go over to my YouTube channel and you can rewind the live stream when it's over. I'm not going to go back and do XRP again. But I basically said it was, it's looking like you get a move up tomorrow. I'll just leave it at that. So now, yeah, Bitcoin got double top at least on the 1 minute time frame at $84,380. If you can't crack that level, that's not super good. But I also think you give this flag more time to play out because overall it's still probably trying to consolidate right here. So I would be okay. The 1 minute's oversold, the 2 minutes oversold, the 3 minutes getting closer. So just be patient. I don't think we're bearish just yet on this 1 minute time frame. You're still above the 200-day moving average, all the way down to 84K. So I would watch this. If Bitcoin can hold 84K, I see a move upcoming to 84,847 for Bitcoin, and it's pretty much that simple. You can even say if you lose 84,236, then the short-term rally is over. I wouldn't even consider this much of a rally though, unless Bitcoin can really get at least above 84,400. Because overall, it's only up about $500 or $600 from the lows an hour ago, and for Bitcoin, that's not very much. So we'll see what happens. But that's kind of where I stand for Bitcoin. I'm gonna end the TikTok stream, and I will leave the YouTube one going a little bit longer. Until Monday, I'll see you guys Monday at 11 p.m. Central Time. Until then, trade safe and have a great one. Hopefully, someone joins the Discord trading group. I love to see people in there. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers and have a great night. Thank you for stopping by. All righty. I'm gonna keep sharing my screen. Okay. Um, yeah, and then we're gonna go over to Bitcoin, and I'm gonna leave it on this. So I'm gonna mute myself, and I won't mute myself, but I'm gonna turn off the camera because I'm gonna see if we hit the measure move. And I guess I'll kind of leave it at that. So yeah, that's what we got. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for the like, by the way. Let's see if we can get this measure move here on Bitcoin to the upside. Patience pays off. Yeah, I don't think you can really adjust the flag anymore. That's where you had the higher low. That's the bottom trend line right here. So you got to kind of get a bounce here to the upside. Bitcoin can lose $84,000, 84.3, and still be bullish. So if Bitcoin loses that level 84.3, that is not a good sign for the bulls. Might be time to just cut off the trade. I mean, I've been in the trade all day. You just lost it. So I'm going to end the stream and I'll probably be bailing on that trade. You just lost the 21 also on the 1 minute. That's not good. Minimum, what I would do, what you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my stop loss at 84.57 and just be done with it. Right now, Bitcoin's kind of struggling. And if you can't break that high, that's a double top on the 1 minute. If you can't break that high, it's not good. So I would be watching for a dump now at this point. Not even a dump, but just you know what? That's not good. You couldn't break 84, 380. That's not good. So I'd be looking for a pullback at this point on Bitcoin. With that said, guys, that's all I got. Cheers. Have a great night. I'll see you guys at 11 p.m. Central Time on Saturday, and thank you for stopping by. Adios. Cheers.